For the last 10 years, this is my guest that's on the line right now. For the last 10 years, my next guest has been very popular on the Food Network and the Cooking Channel. Two channels I watch a lot. I watch them because a lot of people can't cook. That's why I watch that. And a lot of things they cook, I try. So it benefits me both ways. It entertains me and it also fills my belly. He has his own signature line of cooking sauces and spices that are sold in hundreds of stores worldwide and can be found in my home refrigerator and cabinet. Just to let you know. I season with this brother on a regular basis. And you can get them by going to www.chefjernard.com. That's www.chefjernard.com. He's on the show to talk about many things, but more importantly, his own cooking show that will air in the first quarter of 2019. I call him the family chef because he got 9 kids. We got 9 kids. You call family chef. Please welcome to Money Making Conversation, Chef Jernard Wells.
Thank you. You know it's always a ball just listening as you talk.
hey, Chef, I got a lot of stuff to say about you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Again, I'm going to tell you about my relationship. When he called on me, I participated in one of his charity benefits. Drove down to, that was Macon, Georgia.
Macon, Georgia, yeah.
And made one of my desserts down there, and people couldn't believe how tasty they were. It was a long line of people waiting.
Oh, man.
It was crazy.
Had a blast. Had a blast, and just seeing your creativity just come to light on stage, and it's no wonder people, why they gravitate towards you. And, it was just truly a blessing and an honor to have you to come down and grace the stage and hit it with us and just cut up and have some fun and cook some great food.
There you go. That's the key, because people like you. It's different. Like if you're an athlete, nobody expects you to just run a 40-yard dash. Nobody expects you to just dunk and you're in a restaurant, But when you're a cook now, they look at you different when you walk through. They go, did you bring anything with you?
I know,
got
right?
anything I can sample?
Yeah.
Got any recipes? So you don't never ask a quarterback for a play. You got a play I can use?
No, right.
But when you're a cook or a baker, they want to know some extra stuff. Like, how did you season? What you put on the barbecue?
Exactly.
How did you make that cake taste so good?
Yep, exactly.
What you seasoning the meat with? That's the questions you get on a regular basis, Chef, don't you?
All the time. I can't go to a function. I can't go to an event that doesn't even pertain to food, and someone is always coming up to me asking me about something dealing with some kind of food, some kind of advice, whether or not is it something that I know how to cook or show them how to cook, or had I tried something before. But it's a nonstop. It's one of those things. Being in the culinary industry, when you're embedded in it, you can't turn it off. It's almost like it's an ongoing 24-hour thing. But one of the things is I love it. I honestly love what I do, and I love sharing it with people. And I think that's one of the biggest things with a lot of us that are in culinary arts. Mm-hmm. We do it, and we create the art just for the sake of others loving what we do.
And so that's why I love talking to him. See, he's a professional. I am just a guy that just goes in the kitchen and just I make a lot of mistakes, but don't nobody know it but me. And so, that's one thing about it. When you cook, you can make a mistake and fix. When you baking, though, mistake. You make a mistake, it's gonna show up coming out that.
Yes, that's chemistry. See, there's a difference, and a lot of people don't realize there's a big difference in cooking and baking. Mm-hmm. That's why you have a lot of chefs who go to culinary art school. They choose wisely on which field they want to go into, because of the simple fact baking is a technology and a chemistry within itself. You add the wrong amount of baking soda or powder to something, you'll get a completely different effect. You add the wrong color, you add the wrong seasoning. All of these things show up in baking versus cooking. It can be masked a little more. You mess around and you put the wrong thing in the cake, now you got a lump-sided cake.
And guess what? I'm going to tell you something. A good friend of mine, one of my clients, Ariva Martin, she's a CNN analyst, really talented young lady, also on the show with Vivica Fox. She's one of the analysts on her show. And she sent me a recipe. She texted me her cornbread recipe. She said, Rushion, this is a killer cornbread recipe. Well, Rushion just can't do what they said now. Just can't do what they said. So I added some sugar, because I like a little sugar in my cornbread.
Yeah.
Okay, her recipe didn't have sugar nowhere in it. But I added a little cornbread, kept it at 400 degrees, and that bad boy came out lump-sided. Because I added sugar. I messed up on See, when you start adding stuff to a recipe that works, you got to make heat differences, baking differences, but I gonna ride it out. It's at 400 degrees. I rolled it out 400 degrees. So the inner section of the cake or the other cornbread was not fully cooked. So I just cut that little inner part out
and kept on rolling, and nobody knew about it until now.
I'm telling you, Chef, I just took that middle part out and went on by my business, brother. Went on by my business. But I just say that to just give you an example of what you were saying. If you change something, you alter something, you overmeasure something, when you're baking, it's going to come out when you pull it out of the oven or before you pull it out of that oven. Because you may have to pull it out of the oven early because it's just not going to work.
That's true. That's true. And, in baking, a lot of things outside of just ingredients, time, temperature, the people that, for instance, in Denver, Colorado, they're cooking different, up in the mountains. They're baking different because of the temperature range, just the humidity and the atmosphere where they are. All of that plays a factor in baking. There's so many things, and that's why my hat is off to you always, because I honestly I've had the honor of trying some of your food and watching and seeing some of the videos that you cook. That you create, and I think that you do a very good job. Especially one of the biggest things is even how you master the art of no-bake recipes. For the simple fact, a lot of people gravitate towards those because it takes a lot of the, as we say, the nonsense of having to try to feel your way through it.
Right.
Because the no-bake, it gets you in and gets you out fast, and guess what? You get that same quality dish out of it.
Right.
Hey, you gotta love that, especially at the same time by providing a no bake option. Guess what? I ain't gotta have the kitchen 400 degrees.
Woo, Lord! In the summertime, that pays a big price, my man. In the wintertime, you're happy. Wintertime, you're happy. You love that extra heat. Now, I'm gonna tell you something about my man, Chef. He's on my social media every Saturday. He posts a recipe, a video. He's been doing it for over a year, and consistently, because I support him. I support him not only as a friend, but his skill set, and he's a hard worker. Well, his hard work is finally taking him to the next level. Something I've been waiting on. Something I've been trying to do with him. Well, he has a new show called The New Soul Kitchen. Now, what network is that on?
New Soul Kitchen is on CLEO TV, the new network that TV One launched in conjunction with Comcast, NBC. So
CLEO TV. Now, is there a channel yet, or you didn't know yet because it doesn't give you an official debate day, the debut day?
The debut date set right now for CLEO TV as a whole is January the 19th.
Yes, sir.
Is when the new channel will appear on all cable outlets such as Comcast, Xfinity, things of that nature. The actual day my show will air on, we don't know yet. We just know that it's going to be in this first quarter between now, but we know that the channel itself goes live January the 19th. So we're truly looking forward to that.
This is awesome. We're going to come back to the next break. We're going to break down the New Soul Kitchen because he has a co-host, and I want to hear about that because Chef loves to talk. And he loves to dominate that kitchen. So it's a co-host, and we're going to talk about the best thing I ever ate. Woo! I love that conversation, money-making conversation. I'm back with my man, Chef Jernard Wells, the family chef. You've seen him many times on the Food Network and the Cooking Channel. His signature line of cooking sauces and spices that are sold in hundreds of stores worldwide, and it can be found in Rushion McDonald home and refrigerator, kitchen, and cabinet. Or you can go to www.chefjernard.com. That's www.chefjernard.com, and you can buy the product yourself. He has a lot of things happening that I'm so proud of. I've been supporting him. We hit it off. He came on my show as a basic interview, like so many other people, and I just felt that he was a person that I wanted to have in my life as a friend. and he wanted me to be in his life as a friend, which is cool because it's hard when you just want to be a friend. Somebody go, I don't want that type of relationship. So he said, I like you, you like me, and we love to eat. That was the key. That was the key to the friendship.
Common denominator.
Common denominator. We have a new show on CLEO TV that's launching this month. The network is launching this month with Comcast. It's called The New Soul Kitchen. How did you finally get on TV with your own show, Chef Jernard?
Hard work and perseverance always pays off. But then, it was a compilation of many things, being at the right place, the right time, having the right people in my life to support me. Miss Kathy Hughes is a strong mentor in my life as well, just like you. My PR person, Carlos Scott, has always been advocating for me. And when this opportunity was CLEO TV was spearheaded by Michelle Rice, the GM of TV One. This was one of her brainchilds, and when it was brought to life, one of the things that the network did was they reached out to one of the top production companies, which is Powerhouse Production, that's operated by two African-American ladies out of Jersey. And me already having a great relationship with them, it was just a compilation of so many things come together. And then not to mention that I had over 10 years of experience with Food Network, so I was already talent that was being groomed for my own anyway, and putting in the work and just waiting until my turn. And that's what it is. We can't determine when it's going to come or how it's going to come, but we always have to be ready. And that's my biggest thing, is just staying ready in life. And so when this opportunity presented itself, and when they presented the concept of the show to me, I knew it was the perfect combination. Being the family chef, a show, New Soul Kitchen, one of the biggest things I just recently released a cookbook by the name of Southern Modified, and that was the style of cooking that society that we're going in. We want what we want, we love what we want, but a lot of times we want it in a more health-conscious style. And this show concept has two parts. It has me cooking the way I'm traditionally known to cook, but cooking in a more health-conscious way. But then my co-host, her name is Portia Thomas. Portia Thomas is also Peter Thomas's daughter. If you remember the show, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, he was one of the stars on there. But Peter has a series of restaurants from Charlotte to Miami. And his daughter, of course, she doesn't fall far from the kitchen table because she's a very outstanding cook. But one of the things is, as a chef, she's a vegan chef. So the concept of the show is me cooking the way I cook, and then imagine having a vegan chef right beside you, breaking bread, chopping it up, having fun, and cooking the same styles of food that I'm cooking, except for a vegan audience.
So she's doing vegan, and you say you're doing non-vegan?
Yeah, I'm doing non-vegan. So the benefit for me is I get to try all the food because she's actually vegan. I get to eat mine and hers.
See, now I understand why you weren't inviting me down there. Rushion, I got double food. See, little Miss Vegan over there, she's not even going to come over here and get this hamburger or this shrimp. Come on over here, boy, eat this lasagna with me. And then you go over there and get that vegan lasagna because, I'm like Mikey in the kitchen. I eat everything.
Exactly.
And if it's dessert, I eat that too. So So with that being said, what is her personality like? Because you're bigger than life personality. You're upward. You're articulate. You have a culinary background. You're professional, and you're funny. Did they put you with a Julia Childs type person? What is the person you put you with? Because you can't put two loud people in the same room.
No, you can't. Actually, I guess it'd almost be like the yin and the yang. Mm-hmm. The cool thing, our characters just merge into each other. Mm-hmm. She's more of the subtle, but don't get it confused. She has a very fun side about herself, mm-hmm. And she loves to just have fun. Mm-hmm. But it takes me, one of those people, as they say, the life of the party, to truly just bring it out. Mm-hmm. So when you got that one friend that's kind of cool, calm with their demeanor, and then you got that one friend that's just kind of all over the place. Mm-hmm. I'm that friend that's all over the place. And
I know. I know. That's what I'm saying. This person got to be different from you now. Yeah. Now, we're talking with Chef Jernard Wells. Mr. All Over the Place in the Kitchen, who is amazing. He has a new show that's coming out on CLEO TV network. That's a like I want to say sister of TV One, sister channel for TV One. The new show is called New Soul Kitchen. It's coming out in the first quarter. In fact, when you get that official date, you just drop on the air. I'm gonna support you, but just drop back on the air so we can and bring Miss Personality with you.
I sure will.
So I can find out. She don't even know what she's about to walk into.
Nope. but trust me. She's like a chameleon.
Oh, absolutely. Me and Vegan. Come on now, Vegan. Dude, that's gonna be a fun conversation. So
it will be, but you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed at some things. She has some amazing dishes, and just seeing her create some of the things. What she's using, like nutritional yeast flakes. These are probably foreign objects to certain people, but just seeing how they come together, making cashew nuts into different butters and stuff like that, and just seeing what she does. I had a ball stepping into her world, because that's what it's about in the field of food or culinary, is being able to step into everyone's world and experience them, because we cook the way we cook, because it's about experiencing who I am. Cool. And we're paired together to share the ability of how, everybody has those friends or family members. I don't care who it is. You may be eating meat, whatever it is that you eat, but then you always gonna have somebody coming over to the dinner party that's saying, "Hey, I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegan, I don't eat cheese." So, how do you meet the need for everybody at the party so everybody's happy? Mm-hmm. And that's what this is about.
I'm gonna tell you something. Before we get off the air, the best thing I ever ate. He actually invited me to one of the shoots that was at the Battery Park, and I was so mad because I couldn't make it. I couldn't make it to go, because that's free food. Free food. Yeah. Free food. One thing, you can get Rushion on a lot of levels. So Rushion, well, you tell me some really good food is showing up, I'm there. In fact, there is a barbecue festival in Texas every year. I paid like $100 to go in there, and I can eat it's like about 50 restaurants. I go in there with my little tray. You go in there with a tray, and you can go to every restaurant and just get whatever you want. Wow. So when he told me to come over there, I was so mad when I couldn't make it. So, but next month, you're part of that very popular series, The Best Thing I Ever Ate. Best Thing I Ever Ate. I'm changing the name of the show. Thing is not the name of the show. You won't find that if you Google it. The Best Thing I Ever Ate, which will air in February. Tell me a couple of the places that you sent people that you recommended we should go that's local to the Atlanta area.
Oh, man, Best Things I Ever Ate, it airs, next month on the Cooking Channel. But some of the best places, like you said, CLEO. CLEO is an amazing steakhouse that actually sits in the Battery. What is that, Marietta? Mm-hmm. The steaks are phenomenal, and I wish you had joined me there because I couldn't even finish it all. It was so much. Oh, and the barbecue shrimp are truly to die for. So we got CLEO. We got Fat Matt's, which is a barbecue staple here in the city.
I missed that one too. I missed it. He called me on that one too.
Yeah, you can't come to Atlanta and not go to Fat Matt's and experience the barbecue there. It's one of those down home places, as we call them, dinner drive-ins and dives. It's one of those spots. Don't let the food or the image of the place fool you. Great food, great people, the whole 9 yards. Then another place I hightailed it out to actual Athens, Georgia. Athens, Georgia is an amazing restaurant there called Homemade. And that's one of the things, Best Things I Ever Ate is about different restaurants that I've experienced. I've taken my family to, my kids to, and I just love the food so much that I want to share it with the world because I want other people to experience how great this food is.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I always appreciate Chef. Every Saturday you can catch his favorite recipes on at Rushion McDonald, my Facebook page. I support this young man because guess what? He has a fantastic wife who I probably talk to more than I talk to you because she's amazing. But you keep being successful. You got to come back when you get that actual date of the New Soul Kitchen air date. We got to bring you back so I can get her as part of the Rushion McDonald crew. But man, you keep winning, my man.